TNC Predators turn to pick. TNC Predators.
Actually, if that's dirt stuff, they should be called Dirt Shaker and Dirt Spirit.
Why is that
dirt stuff, they should be called Dirt Shaker. I don't know why I thought you.
Why is just one of those weird things? Me with dirt.
I don't know why I thought you.
Why is just one of those weird things? Me with dirt.
I don't know why I thought you.
Why is just one of those weird things? Me with dirt.
I don't know why I thought you.
Why is just one of those weird things? Me with dirt.
I don't know why I thought you.
Why is just one of those weird things? Me with dirt.
I don't know why I thought you.
Why is just one of those weird things? Me with dirt.
I don't know why I thought you.
Why is just one of those things?
Эти команды, которые из Европы, эти команды, которые из Европы, а во-вторых, ну все-таки эти команды, которые из Европы, а во-вторых, ну все-таки эти команды, которые из Европы, а во-вторых, ну все-таки эти команды 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 из Европы, а во-вторых, ну все-таки.
Еще стоит отметить тот факт, что это все-таки новый патч, и по-разному люди успели к нему подготовиться, времени было слишком мало.
TNC Predators turn to pick. Evil Geniuses turn to pick.
Wraith King!
They like this Wraith King. Do like the Wraith King, yeah.
It's actually quite a SEA kind of favourite, especially in the last major qualifiers. A lot of teams are picking it up. You go for the Radiance build, you go for a Blink, and then eventually they should stumble into this. 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 And it's a very strong hero. They should stumble into this. And it's a very strong hero. They should stumble into this. They could easily still very much Darkseer actually, and that's just like a reliable pick. I'm just gonna sit here and grin. But this is now where EG could easily pick, for example, like a Juggernaut as well. The Dark does not enjoy playing up against Juggernaut. You can just spin the first wave, get rid of the Iron Shell. If you have one rotation in, the initial surge isn't actually good enough to get you away from Juggernaut, especially if you get the early boots as well. So either the Sven's already banned, so I'd expect.
Can they drow?
Drow's already banned. Yes. And then lifesteal.
Let's do this. This will be this will be Arteezy's.
Yeah, this is fine. He'll still be able to play the lane. He can farm the tower. Again, the Dark tier probably shouldn't go for the Helmet Dominator build now, simply because the lifestealer will hold his infest and just eat the first creep.
10 seconds remaining.
What do you think EG wants now? What would you like to see from this Visage, Ted?
It's a tough one. I don't really want to see it go mid. I would rather see it go, more of a support role, give it to Tal, and get Sumail on something that he really enjoys playing.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say Storm looked pretty good for EG, but again, it's very much the classic ban. When you see the lifestealer and you know there could be a mid hero, you just need to ban it out. The alternate to that, it could be EG can still pick Quap. TNC does like a lot of reliable stuns that shut this guy down, so that could work.
Yeah.
There's also still the OD as well. He's going to have a free game in the sense that he can get in from the Raid King.
There's a lot of it. Yeah.
So I think OD can also be in question, and EG's known for picking up the hero early in previous metas, so I don't know if they're going to really care about the matchups.
So if you were going to pick OD, what would be your last ban?
You'd probably want to maybe ban a Raider. You could also potentially ban the Sniper as well, because you maybe this OD pick.
I don't think we've seen a Sniper in here someone.
Beachy picked him apparently.
Oh, did it? Okay.
Yeah. In the game where they beat TNC.
Okay. Not a ban.
Yeah, they're
from EG.
Right now they're just deciding what's Mail's hero and what's the biggest counter. That's all they're chatting about, making sure they really ban the correct hero to allow them to pick the hero and not get some cheese strat. There's the Monkey King. So this find out.
Yeah, so
Chad, sure, okay. Alright. Paul's on a good one there, look at that prediction. Why'd you not say it?
Because it was you hadn't said it, so I just thought I'd leave that hanging. Well, I'll just write it on a card and prove to you that I could pick the last pick.
He's got a dozen of them down there. He just
Get out of it! What are you talking about?
Also, it wasn't seen on camera.
There's one for TA, there's one for OD,
yeah,
one for Quap. He's got 7.
Told you.
But
I literally.
That's the most likely.
I just want to reassure everybody we apologize profusely. Yes, we're in England, but it does not excuse a 3-man British panel. Like, that's they went too far. Now a 3-man Australian panel now. That would be fun. That would be fun.
Some of us. Not
everyone. What REM in Australia? That was fantastic. Of course, the entire panel was in Australia, but it may as well have been.
well, if you need to get a player in Australia out to the event for that to happen.
Yeah, actually, can we even make a panel with everyone we got? There you go. We'll put Anna on the panel. We'll bring in Gods myself. That's fine.
Velo's Australian. Get KP up.
Yeah, we'll get KP up there. We'll have the soft-spoken analysis on down the end. Let's talk about this game and stop memeing our asses off. TNC opening up with an Ancient Apparition, finishing up with a Sniper. Yep. It's a fun way to go, whereas it's what we were expecting from TNC at the beginning, but they've got this great kicker.
It's good phrase as well. There's a little bit of a lack. Front of Armel. So if you get a Wraith, against him, he's got an orb and a phase shift that could juke your stun. And in addition, the aggro triline of TNC, the AA is not a great pick in this game, but in the laning phase with the Wraith King with Earth Spirit, like, you're just going to get kill after kill after kill if you're able to contest aggressively. If they're not able to, it's a big punish. Crit actually TPing top because it looks like TNC will not be rotating lanes. I don't know if I like this decision.
Well, they even actually got the facial block on AU. Like, he's running as far as he possibly can, but with his puck, they're probably going to get for blood. Ancient Apparition. This is the effect that you were wondering about as well. It was like, how effective is crit going to be? He did this from the tier 1 tower. Keep in mind, he just body blocked up the wave perfectly.
Yeah, and this is already feeling good. If you're EG, you just want to ensure that you control the laning phase. I would personally definitely trust it. I assume SF middle, even though he is a bit behind thus far against Armel.
But that's the thing of SF. You can just slip into the jungle as long as the support's on a little bit of stacking for you.
Yeah, it's also like, how many times do we see this in the group stage, right? You look bottom lane, there's Darkseer against a Lifestealer. You're going to be trading, but it's the gold benefits Lifestealer way more than Cuckoo. This is how teams abuse this Darkseer solo. You just get a more valuable hero there than Fox.
He really didn't want a rolling boulder forward, then he just wanted to hit to crit. Considering crit's already used the Fisher, that's what locked him in position.
Yeah, and I love EG deciding to just try lane up here, because in reality, because it's a puck and not the Lifestealer, laning. Just doesn't want to take another tower, I suppose, because you take too much damage.
Crit's gonna try and kill Cuckoo.
Yep.
Got Fissure and Totem available, so he can start with the extra damage he needs. And just needs to stop Cuckoo from running away. And it helps when Cuckoo walks directly into him. Another Totem. It's not enough damage to get the kill on Cuckoo. That's why he begins his TP. And he'll go to the shrine. Needed to wait for that 5-minute mark before he did.
I'm surprised he wanted to, he used to sit there. But he might have just tried to trade, like, stall time. It's a level 2 Jake or a level 6 Darkseer. You can just trade your time for his. It's always value.
You also, like, because of this, now you get a 3-1 rune trade-off in favor of TNC. Moving the heroes, but not getting back down to the runes in time. And this is exactly why you don't want F4 against the Wraith King if you're TNC.
And I gotta say, like, it's gonna work, but oh, hang on.
He's already used Phase Shift. Oh, no, he's already used his Rift.
Yeah.
Phase Shift's back up already.
I hate what Arteezy's doing, but, yo, one of the greediest carry players in the world. He's literally just no items rushing Midas, which...
Oh, they're going again mid. Samantha.
Didn't Dirge on cooldown.
Now Crit's gonna tie him, maybe. Tim's, yeah.
Oh, you gotta get aggressive. Quite scary to me. However, heroes they have do match up quite well against the Arteezy Lifestealer. AA, it kind of goes both ways, where obviously Arteezy can ignore the cold feet and just run through that slow on the ground, but if you get the ult off on this Lifestealer, you can through rage, the open wounds heal, the feast heal, that disappears, and in addition, you have Wraithkin, you have Sniper. These heroes match great against Lifestealer, especially the Sniper.
Yeah. Actually, I remember when Hand of Bias was picked up Hello top lane. You're kind of caught in the tree, so is Gabby. Both on either sides. It's Gabby who's more... no, he'll be fine. He'll walk off. He'll walk it off.
You look at what Gabby's queued up, right? He's got phase boots. He'll be going for his Midas. He's forced, not like first he's only level 5, but he's forced to buy real items because he didn't have the luxury of laning against no one. He's actually got to compete. Thus, he'll have a slightly lower progression. However, mid lane, Armel, big advantage this far. And he's actually kicked Sumail out of the lane because if you don't win those first couple waves as the SF, like, you just get outranged and outdamaged by the Sniper. You already got full Wraith and Treads. So you just click the Shadow Beam, you drop a Shrapnel down, and he's got to be afraid at all times of Tim's too, because if he's ever rolling forwards and hitting it, it's just dead SF.
It does feel okay though to have this happen. Like, Blight able to get his burns up a little bit faster. He can probably tank more because the Gravekeeper's slow, so there's less chance that a TNC rotation mid's gonna work. And even if they do, you're just killing us anyway. Yep. So that's fine. The thing I didn't actually say properly is, like, the creep I was thinking of is if Darkseer gets a dominated creep.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Because that's the old, it was on the very, very old counters. Like, you get dominated, it's like, okay, well, let's just get Hand of Bias. Like, we killed Chen creeps, we killed dominated creeps. Dream Coil, Cuckoo, kind of forced to hang around a little longer, iron up any kind of damage he can. He actually put one on top of Fly.
As the Puck versus Darkseer, not one of my favorite heroes to play against. There's really nothing you can threaten a Puck, and Coil just shuts down your ability to surge yourself or allies out of an engagement. To your point, I don't think this is an HOD game on Darkseer for that exact reason. Pipe, however, looks fantastic.
There's a lot of magical if you can get it off before the fight begins, and he's actually going Crimson Guard as a first item, so he won't get your pipe just yet, but I'm fairly certain this game, considering we're seeing minuses, we're looking at Radiance builds, it's going to go a little longer.
For sure. I think he'll end up with both items, and
forward. Gabby's doing the damage while Fly will go down.
In this mid lane, he's gonna go back. See, if you
Your Scepter of Smail utilizes perfectly by doing exactly this. Dispel out the Darkseer, start with the Razors. He'll still get the wall off and the Arc is coming in. It's going to hit hard. Utilizes it perfectly by doing exactly this. He'll actually have out the Darkseer, start with the Razors. He'll still get the wall off and the Arc damage. Let's get the reincarnation of Elf from the Razors. He's going to be his wave as a success. The start with the Tower. They've lost the wall off and the Arc damage. Let's get the reincarnation of Elf from the Razors. He's going to be his wave as a success.
It just wasn't. It was the smoke move, right? EG. That's the first mover's advantage. The one actually making like they did on the Kuku Darkseer. And it's much easier to find those follow-ups. You can see Armel getting a bit distracted, looking too far forwards, and ends up just allowing S4 to get them with the double coil. You can see they just ignore Gabby for a bit. Sniper's got to die. It's a repeat of that Liquid game we saw earlier with Miracle's OD. He is the target for EG. If you can find a kill on the Sniper, you're going to win these fights. The Sniper and the AA, you can go for these guys first. TNC, you want to make sure that Wraith King, Darks, they get into the meat of EG. To base for these squishy backliners.
Yeah, it seems so hard to do if while keeping your health. Like getting in there, sure, that's one thing. EG will come to you.
And see, it's just such a greedy game thus far. You've got Midas on 2 cores, 3 cores total. Both carries just buying Radiance afterwards. I mean, this game is going to go on for quite some time. Neither side has a core that really does much building damage until hyper late game, so I'd be shocked if this game, unless some team starts crushing, it's gonna go 40 minutes, like easily.
Well, easy TP out from Arteezy. He doesn't care about Kuku. It's gonna be one of those more problematic things later on in the game, is like nothing that actually pierces the immunity unless Sniper can just rip him with damage. But what are you giggling about?
Kuku's just going pipe. He was thinking about the Crimson, and then he heard me, and he realized that the Veil on Puck might maybe give away the fact that EG does a bit of magic damage. Plus, whenever you're playing against Radiance, you buy the pipe first. Yep. It'll 100% work.
old it was like EG when Fear was with them. He'd go into the jungle and then the supports would have the lane and they'll come out around the 15 mark with a hell of a lot of levels. It's the same type of play from EG.
And real, look at the icons top left of the screen. Doesn't Sniper, doesn't Earthshaker just look like Sniper, but like cyborg version?
You know what? I thought he actually looked like the Juggernaut with the Arcana first time I saw him. Just that face.
Okay.
But he's Odin, right? Like with the eye.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's like we're just going whole godly. Mars came out. It's like, you know what? We'll just try and like imitate the gods. We're playing fancy dress here in Dota 2.
Yeah. I'm just concerned that Gabby's decision to skip Midas means that he's just worried about matching the Radiance timing of Arteezy. But Arteezy's actually ahead in the rushing of Radiance, and he has that Midas. So like he's just going to scale so much more than this Raid King, and a lot of the lifting is going to have to be done by Armel. Sniper, you're great. Like at this point, you're like 10 to 12. You're mostly mixed damage, right? And the shrapnel on the ultimate is very effective. But you fall off until you get that like third, fourth item, and you become that turret of damage.
Yeah.
This phase to maybe like 30 minutes, it's just much weaker than the SF, even with equal net worth in terms of overall damage contribution to these engagements.
Do you actually like it where it goes for the Maelstrom? Like, I understand the concept of you getting Maelstrom because you need to increase your farm rate, but when you're going up against SF, it's going to BKB, you're going to have Life Immune, like a Raging Up Life Sealer. Like, I'm wondering if you can go the old Desolator style build on him.
You just need it. It's so much. It's the item that is most improving your quality of life, really, just because it helps you farm.
Oh, just gonna stop the jump now.
You don't want to have to grapple to push waves and solely auto attacks to kill these creeps. So it also, as you said, like you want to ensure that you're accelerating. This is a game that you've got to plan around going very late.
Yep. But he could switch it out later. But even if he gets to be on you, like that'll also work later on against the attacks.
It's also very nice on the Wraith King.
Yeah, I'm just wondering like the timings of EG, like, because you know they're gonna want to fight. Like we haven't seen a delivery from S4 at all. And he just picked up the Blink Dagger. We're sitting on the courier back at base, so they will be able to have some Infest Bombs. Arteezy has the Radiance recipe coming out, so this really feels like that peak time for EG.
Midas Radiance 17 minutes 30 seconds. Not a record, I don't think, but it's probably pretty close.
They actually got double Blink Daggers. Crick got his own as well. Like,
really?
If this isn't a power spike, I don't know what is.
It's go time, that's for sure. You've got two methods of delivery. You've got a Radiance, the other team doesn't. It's all about the positioning. Aim of the game for EG is get on top of Armel. If they're not able to do so, if they get distracted, they focus Cuckoo with that fresh pipe and 1600 HP, you could be punished. The smoking side is just as expected.
There was an observable nearby. It was just out of range of the sentry. TNC may know this just because EG were falling back with 2 heroes at the top of the vision board. And you've seen the position of Cuckoo. He's trying to make it, so if they do come up that high, they break it. Darkseer will break the other part of the smoke, and everyone's wanting to get away. This is the double blink reveal. Remember, they do not know this TNC. They can the fight. And he throws the board into the coins. Samel's going to take out Ancient Apparition with a full-out wind up. He takes the Requiem kill onto AA, and with the coil sniper, well, they actually have Gabby still fighting up against S4 and Samel. What are you doing on Cliff? He'll get back down again. Don't go Arteezy. Never go full Arteezy unless you're actually dominating. Then you can go full Arteezy. He'll turn around, try and fight the Fisher, give him some space, and maybe Arteezy, no, he's silenced up. He couldn't rage again. He'll end up going down. Tims will take the streak away from him, and he wants to run forward again using these iron shells from Cuckoo. They're finding the damage, even on the 5, but they rolling ball one, finding in S4. They'll get the kill as well. Fly's caught on the wrong side of the tracks. At least he's got friends, his whipped friends, but Cuckoo wants to take care of them too. Starts the burn. Here comes the AA blast. Fly can't TP yet. He's got no mana for it. He gets hit by the ice blast and will 100% shatter. He'll save his birds and die for the cause.
So a lot of interesting things happen in that team fight.
It went 3 different ways, right?
Well, 2 uncharacteristic mistakes off cooldown. Like, they just spells and died. In addition, TNC, you have the right idea for that fight, but if you're going to engage, you need to be positioned on your own high ground with, like, Sniper chilling on the back left. If you let EG establish vision, take the high ground, and initiate on your AA Sniper, they're the first 2 heroes to die, you get to count your lucky stars who actually end up trading in this fight. Because it could have gone so much worse for you had EG, like, honestly, EG just used rage.
Yeah. I don't know if we agree, but I kind of want to almost see that fight again.
It's time.
Okay, we don't actually have it, I'm afraid. So, but sitting up on a hill, like Smell was not
How did he get on the cliff again?
It didn't look like he got. It looked like he actually. I think he blinked there.
No.
It looked like he blinked there. He jumped in deep and found himself on top of the hill. No, he.
Really is. We've got a force now on the. Wait, what? Yeah, I thought for a second that the mech went out to the sniper, but it's actually on the Darkseer.
No, this isn't Fada playing sniper.
Yeah, it's good itemization. Like TNC, they're checking all the boxes, they're making the right plays here. And you look at S4, I think this could actually be a problem for EG. His net worth is not nearly that of Cuckoo's, and notably EG, you're missing that critical hero to buy the team fight items. So Fly's got to do it, but you're asking your 5 position to buy all these sustain items now. So he's still a recipe away from a pipe, whereas Cuckoo, he'll be finishing Greaves in a couple moments already with his pipe finished. So it's a lot of HP advantage going the way of TNC for what we have to assume are some more big 5-on-5s.
This was meant to happen. Like EG had their double blinks. They were ready to fight. They were meant to have the overwhelming momentum shift their way, but a nice graph, and it goes the opposite direction. Like TNC are the ones who have the lead in the goal. They're the ones who are they're behind in experience, but they seem to be controlling more and more of the map.
I will say, but like right now, it doesn't matter. Like nothing matters until the next fight that we have. And I'm trying to figure, like, what's the power spike, right? I think the next one is going to go into TNC's favor, and there's the smoke because they just have.
It was spotted.
Was it?
Yeah, there's one observed what it spotted one of the heroes that went in this. It went into the cover of smoke.
Yeah, and they've got the blink though. That's the key. There it is. Blink reveal. Boom. That's why.
Okay. Maybe it wasn't spotted.
Apparently not.
I didn't get the memo.
Yeah, and that's the strength right there of the TNC. And if
his hero, you'll stir him up and drop him down, and that's the reason why the 4-star is up, breaks the distance, and Samael silent Tim's arrives so quickly, and Samael's gonna go down. It's a double kill for the Ancient Apparition.
No, that is another uncharacteristic mistake from EG. Every single core now making an error that led to their death. Obviously, Smells a goner, but if he takes out Armel, he's probably worth it. But he missed the combo. I've actually not seen Samil miss a combo in a while, but you should be able to force that away as sniper. You should just die.
It's a little bit off at the time. He got it perfect on the Ancient Apparition in the last fight, but like this one, it was only a fraction of a second, but that's all you need. I love the itemization as well from the sniper. He could have gone for the Dragon Lance, but he went for the 4-star at the beginning. Also helps him against the Earthshaper. Gotta remember the S's.
That's big, and if TNC win this game, I'm gonna have to, give a ton of credit to Gabi. It looks strange, to skip the Midas, rush the Radiance, but it's accelerated his timing. His overall net worth is lower than our Easy's, right? That's the Midas advantage, but it's given his team this advantage where they're currently ahead in pace. It means they can take objectives and hopefully go get the Roshan next, because if they can maintain this lead, they can theoretically just win the game off of it. If they can just keep going. Specifically getting Rosh.
But can you go up? Like you're talking about maintaining a lead. How do you take the big objectives? Like, how do you get that early rags if you're TNC? Does Sniper do enough damage just yet to do that? And if you still don't worry about like TZ who's continuously sailing.
It's the kill threat though, because, and this is one of the things that Red King does for drafts that's awesome. Your initiator is also like your frontliner, your tank. And you're able to deal damage. So if TNC can just initiate, right? All you need to do is control the map. Red King Earth Spirit, you go. And EG, you can't counter-initiate on those heroes. You have to get past them on top of the sniper and the AA, or you're assuredly losing the fight. It makes it a lot easier for TNC to play around the map.
Oh, I saw another silent from Tim's. The Ice Blast will not be able to connect. Dooku's going to be nearby. Watch the movement of the park. Blinks into the trees. Orb will go down and away as far as possible. S4's got your Scepter and Blink Dagger. You're not killing this Parker unless every single ability hit probably.
You have another force on AU as well on that Ancient Apparition. Another thing best to do against low reach lineups, especially if you need to kite them back, is the force. One of the better hero items against Lifestealer as well. It's gonna be tough for him to get his damage off of these fights.
I just love it against Earthshaker too. Like we saw Mind Control just have an absolutely spectacular game on the ES, and you see these great wall blocks.
Another smoke, but just finished BKB on Sumail.
And the pipe. The pipe actually arrived on Visage.
Yep, these are huge items for EG.
They're smoking. But I don't know if anyone was in range of that Radiant Observe Ward.
Yeah, they know. Look at that. That is not a dire line. That is the Radiant. TNC have an idea what's happening here.
Hey guys, let's go down this way. Hey, Teasy, can you join us, please? I think we're going to need everybody for this.
Yeah,
it's for the 25-minute bounty runes.
Yep.
So they get one, and there will be a target. It's Gabby, so isolated from his team.
Doesn't matter. You can't go from Fury EG, and I like this from TNC. They learned their mistake from their mistake last time. If you're gonna take this fight, when you know EG's coming at you, it's got to be on your turn.
Oh, Gabby, he's going to dive over and send. They're going to go for a quick silence. They're going to get the very, very quick kill, and they've managed to claim him. The ability's not dead just now. Look at some noise. They got the BKB. Let's break with. They got the kill on the ranking. Twice offer, but can't get more. Now the Kuka's get a couple of copies. The stuns in the back lines. It's a Visage for the Wraith King. The Dream Coil is keeping Armel and EU inside the river. They don't come and join the fight just yet. Darcy has already gone dead. Puck wants to move forward. He's coming with the back of the birds. Tentacles rolling Boulder out. Sniper. The Comic Cave didn't protect him for long enough, but they don't see him. They will, however, say Jeanette jump forward, and there is a package special delivery. S4 gets the double kill. TZ can get there. Now EG will take that mid tier 1.
I gotta stop cursing teams, man. Right as I read, like, you knew they were doing that, TNC, and maybe they were lulled into a false sense of security because they expected EG to stay bottom, but as you said, like, that was their timing. They got the BKB, they got the pipe, and I'll be honest, DOTA's pretty simple game nowadays. You get about as strong as you can, recognize when you've, like, peaked, and you just go find a fight. That's what EG did. They catch Wraith King unawares, and honestly, if TNC is there, you could see EG wasn't really comfortable committing because they had used so many spells on the Wraith King. They had to back away because the Sniper A provides so much damage, but like Wraith King just goes down twice without even a fight.
The funny thing was, like there was no fight because S4 was in the back lines. Who did he target? He jumped straight as quick as he possibly could onto the Sniper, found the ancient apparition. Like, you look for the silence and the green call just held up the river. Like, you had that fight in the high ground, and they were two steps down from hell.
Yeah, you shouldn't. If you're gonna have Gabby there, you've just got to play a better. The second team fight they've taken on poor terms, and that's just EG kind of demonstrating their experience advantage, right? Because they haven't taken that fight. They've made individual errors, don't get me wrong. Each core has one death they probably should. But it's not because of mispositioning or poor five-man tactical strategy.
But it keeps the game close, at least in goal. Maybe not so much when it comes to the experience. It's definitely swinging a lot harder in favor of Evil Geniuses. TNC just seem to have this big group up try and fight. Samel's waiting with an invis room. They have detection? Yeah, they do. He's right up top of him. Century one. Samel had no idea to keep the stun chaining going. A defensive York there for too good to speak. BKB available. Not easy. Fighting. Samel get beat up, but he'll die before he gets the full Requiem. That was a Requiem. And then allow the reincarnation of having to pop. Pays up after Fly. The blink forward gets the stuff. Even in front of BKB, he's going to arrive, so Fly will go down. Samel, there's no way he could have known. The Sentry Ward was there. The creep wave was ignoring him. Was looking at something else. And he's dead for 4-5 seconds without a buyback available. TNC can add a lot of pressure now.
Do you want to do the Roach is available? You want to make that play, TNC? Also, love that minor thing, but Cuckoo, he not only had a wall vision of Arteezy, he surged it forwards and ensured that the blinks on Shaker and Puck would be cancelled. Really well done. And I'm going to try and press for tier 3. They've got KB on Gabby.
Maybe they're forcing a buyback. It doesn't exist.
It's not only that, but like you just can't. You can't force a buyback because the respawn times are just too low at the moment.
True. Also, when there is buyback, he bought Ghost Center before that, so you're looking at knee play build up for the SF.
It's just another example where, you know, if you get that Aegis right, now you can control the 30-minute bounties. But TNC, I would say they're outplaying G individually, but the third time I feel like they're making just not best move is 5.
It's a note for the coach, right? It's a note for the coach. You can pick that one, and then maybe he's just like, you know what, no, we'll find out pressure at least.
Yeah, they did get half damage on the tier 3 mid. Unhealable damage, as I would say. And I like what Artur is going to do here as well. He's actually gone for that halberd, which is just great. You force Wraith King and Sniper to buy MKB if they ever want to kill you. And then Asher for more lockdown into what looks like, yep, a Blink Dagger.
Blink Dagger
because it's not about dealing damage in this game, it's about dealing damage to the right heroes. Notably, the RL Sniper, however, he's just finished a BKB. EG, this might not be the fight you're looking for if TNC can prepare. You gotta be ready, guys. They're coming right for you.
Yeah, 5-man smoke out. They're bringing the whole measure. They burn behind Fly.
They nuked mid. You know they're here. You know they're here.
Maybe we phoned ahead. Gabby's already moving towards the north, but not everyone's in position. The Darkseid's a little bit further away. He'll have to come through the back lines. That's blink forward going up. Carmel not going to use his fresh 10-second BKB to try and turn and fight as well. Gabby, he's in the back, giving some mail out of the engagement. Carmel looks like he's finally going to go down as that TNC popped out. One more attack. No, he's still been kept alive. The green from the left, the back gives him the space. They haven't found the kill. They still can't find the sniper. Smale, he can't get close enough. They even keep out of range. The death ulti. Kuku will finally fall. Gabby's the reincarnation. Is a 2-for-2 spread of A will make that back by buying back the Dark Deer. They really want this fight. Moving up to Aziz. The rolling ball keeps him stunned and the reincarnation moves him down. S4 is able to join himself away from Metal's just dodging left, right, and center. Looking for S4. The shrapnel will connect. He can't blink. He might be able to give him 1 second time. He's able to do so as there are sounds. Is there something? He's just going further back. The upslot. Looking for the bar. It's in deep. S4 don't blink. It was half a second on cooldown. He waited and even jumped. So he's okay.
The hustle, though. That's a play. The predict AA blast would have been epic if it were to land. Really well played by TNC. But I gotta say, it just comes back to the tools, right? That play works if not for the BKB reveal. They didn't recognize it in time. They initiate with Arteezy. That doesn't matter. You're just gonna BKB that off. If Crit jumps, however, you're gonna find that kill. Unfortunately, not recognizing it fast enough.
S4 going for some shady stuff. A fresh Acronym Scepter. He's gonna put the fail down inside the pin. They know something is up. Maybe it was a little early. If he knows his position, he's got Blinken. But now Roshan, 200 HP, 0 HP, and S4 backed off because he used orb.
I love that this game is just cool. You can see this, who controls the status quo just keeps ping-ponging, right? I'm saying, oh, the BKB is doing TNC that fight, but S4, he's just finished that item that now removes BKB on Sniper as a tool to keep himself alive. Maybe that's why won't be able to do that again, Armel.
Maybe that's why it feels like this game is swinging one way to the back. Like, I've got Nana, I'm really good. Now, countermiter appears, and then the battle goes the opposite direction.
And Armel, of course, he's all got the Aegis now. So because of this, for the next 5 minutes, see, you can keep this Sniper alive most likely, or force S4 to use the cooldown on that first life. Maybe you can save the BKB. Keep in mind as well, Armel, he's type heroes, right? Real cores. No one can buy the main items. It's
easy. He's gonna rage up in time, infest into the creep wave, dodge the up blast for the moment, but well, he was actually just blink away. It wasn't even a creep wave. That was so fast. It's the proof of particle animations.
And again, like this Darkseid, you look at him versus Fly. This is the difference of when a core is buying your sus items and when a support is. You've got a Greaves and a Crimson Guard advantage. That is massive, especially if you consider the raw amount of physical damage both these teams possess. With AC soon on Gabby as well. Well, that is big. EG, you might want to defend it, but it's tough.
I think S4, he's jumping in. He was not looking at denial at all. He's using that long range orb to get in and out.
I like the from TNC. You just then you clean up the tower's bot. Now it's just about figuring out how do you win this game. Like, you can't really just push up high ground. You have too much spam. But you want to make sure you get a fight on your terms. I believe this smoke was spotted.
It was not spotted. Look how fast S4 moves. Like, he was throwing the orb out. He doesn't want to go into the wave. But the Radiance Burn, which is still on from Teasy, is making the creeps move. There's no Radiant Observer Ward around that.
TNC, they counter smoke. I love it.
And they got the hill.
You've got double Aegis. Reincarnate plus the Aegis on the Sniper. And I love this. Just head towards the base. If you're going to take this fight, do it by EG's base, not your own, so that when you win it, you can potentially get a racks or at least force buybacks. You don't want to walk up to this high ground. Even just because it's your jungle doesn't mean it's a good place to be. I love this move from TNC. I want them to get aggressive. Let the Wraith King go bait and maybe look to cut off EG. They can't all teleport back.
They
have to run them.
Puck doesn't actually have a TP scroll, so S4's going to all be way back.
And look at how they're positioning TNC. They're playing top side. They know EG has to be coming from the bottom, and they have a ward on the shrine. So long as they keep the heroes up in between,
they've already taken the tap. Going to burn through Gabby really quickly. Darkseid wall's good. Gabby, he's so low on life, they can't kill him. Greave gives the life back again.
Another RTD illusion. You can see just sending it straight for the sports. In fact, nope, they'll actually come bottom way with it. Runes have spawned. S4 is going to beeline for the bottom one. Age is still active for another minute and a half, but if I'm TNC, I'd love to get the tier 3 they actually did before they were able to, they backed off there, which means now you just kill the shrines. This is huge. It's a slight advantage on the map control department.
That's easy. Just saying hello to a very fearful Tims.
Yep. I'd really point out Arteezy's talent as well, folks. 20% evasion at level 20, in addition to the 25% on Halp and the Raven's Burn, of course. The next, the point where TNC really get ahead is when Armel finishes MKB. Saying how his hero is a bit weaker until that phase of the game. That item is when he becomes the hype carry and truly the strongest DPSer in this game.
He seems to have, like, at least off from he's finishing time Mjolnir, and is this because they're thinking of just putting the Wraith King at the front lines and just sending him like Go Sparkle?
It's also it's slot efficient, right? He still has the Aegis, and you don't want to be replacing Midas. You want to keep this game going. It's going to get late. I said at least 40 at this point. Really, it's going to be at least 50, maybe even 60. Second Roche, maybe respawn in 320. Aegis will fade into the moment.
Yeah, because even if they claim one lane of Rax, like that doesn't end the game. There's a lot of deep push that comes in from Geniuses, and that's side lane push too, which Puck was always so great at.
Yep.
Where he's just able to nuke down the waves, and that's why S4's got this long range. He's jumping in, just trying to clean up the waves. Darkseid will push it back with his own orb, but S4's so elusive. He can be this close to a tier 3 tower and not be as fearful.
Yeah, talking about base damage, it's very unconventional, but look at the talents that our Wraith King went for. Both the attack damage and the double skeleton spawned. That is huge.
Well,
These will eat
no one to burn his mana, right? There's no diffusable builder on EG.
He already did 500 damage.
He's going to get out there. The blink, stop. They get the instant hit, but the Yule Scepter up will buy S4 some time. He'll phase shift and need to orb himself back.
He's all here, though.
He's got that shrapnel.
Yeah, and you can't pursue this if you're... Look at TNC. They got to read on this game now. It's just all about this cover and move. You back as you continue to look aggressive. You keep your guns on the enemy. You don't go out into some sort of retreat. Because if EG look to pursue, Starmouth turns around along with Cabby. They start dealing damage back.
Nice sniper metaphor.
I do what I can.
That gun really will bear down. That's a tier 3 tower. All right, Flyers is like, I'll put down a sentry ward. This is better as far as finances go, at least. Look at S quickly. He's down on bottom lane. He's trying to do the split push.
And just remember, TNC's had the late game advantage this whole game. It's a number of factors, but you have the AA, this tool that just removes sustain from the game for EG on the initial target. You've got a sniper that's nigh unkillable in the backline who just does so much damage as this game continues.
Don't tell me he's using the Samael Hill. He rolled balled it up there, instantly all checked what, and now he's actually going to break the smoke on the Visage Birds and let them know.
He's going to attack, or they're going to turn all the way back around.
They're picking.
It's perfect from Tims.
They know something is up there. He's going to glimpse. The sentry wall comes down way too late. Tims is already up. Blink forward. RT can't find his target. The 4-star from the engine apparition. He'll bounce himself away. They still want to rack him, but he continuously rolling bolts away. Finally, Spore will go back and deal with those skeletons. Gabby, he's not the target you want. He's the last target you want. They have to go back. They've lost the range rack. The skeletons can't finish the job. The melee, however, it needs time to regenerate.
It's the same deal. TNC, like, it's just poking and backing. You have to find that action from ED. But TNC, they're not going to give it to them.
All these sentry wards they're landing down, not finding the one observe ward that's giving TNC all the information. They put down their own, but they need to get rid of that back line. Another sentry ward planted and another one out of range.
Look at this. You can see just Abby making plays. Everyone on the team playing around where he is. He's the...
Oh, they're coming forward.
You don't want to go
observe the sentries. You see more. Gabby jumps in. He's found the EXRT. He found the Earth Spirit. That's not the right trade-off. An ES for an ES. He can't even find the kill. But Sniper, that's the big one. 4 1 2 in the back. 3 minutes back in the ball. Tims will turn on the back and bounces. RTZ, he blocks down. Gabby will find him, and this looks like it is the worst case scenario of Evil Geniuses. They pull back on the ES. Samael is running. Gabby will keep up with him, and he's keeping the Radiance burn. Can't think away. Samael has to use him so he can find that space to stop the Radiance burn so he can blink away to safety.
RTZ bought the Abyss over that means no buyback. And keep in mind, TNC, these 5-5s, part of why they're so confident, and if EG move into them, they have all the auras. They have an AC, a Greaves, and a Crimson advantage. And you straight up picking once, let alone twice. This is a Rax for sure. Maybe two once they sniff out that RTZ has the ability to bounce into the game. And here come the skeletons.
Samael has to get through quickly, but just jump into the mid. This is why you went that talent, right? Burning through, they fortify up. It's the only thing EG can do to try and keep him alive. A quick E-blade to Gabby stops him from at least attacking for a moment. It doesn't stop everything else from pushing in. They move towards the mid. Again, you don't want to go on Gabby. He still doesn't even pop his reincarnation. You can opt through, you can hit him with from range, but it just continues to tank and tank and tank. Second lane of Rack is gone, and TNC they're back up to shrine it and reset.
I mean, the one bright spot for G is they did collect all 4 bounty runes, which is why the gold disparity didn't shift as much as you might expect. But, I mean, TNC at this point, they're in a winning position in this game, so long as they continue to demonstrate they understand their win condition, which is never, if you're going to initiate, it's like round where your teammates are positioned. You don't want the Wraith blinking too far forwards because it requires then his backline to expose themselves, try and you just kind of keep moving as this like a ball of fire. You ever watch like a group of kids like holding a string? You know, like teacher guide them. That's Gabby in this game. I'm sure they find their way.
EG, I don't want to follow this string.
Yeah, well, it's tough. It's so tough though. How do you actually get on Armel at this point?
I really don't know. They're scanning Roshan. So EG actually got a correct ping on Roshan because you had it was Temps walking past it, and they all moved towards the pit. But it's not up yet. It won't be up for another 42 seconds. But you know it will be the next. And the only way you can get back in this game, they need a huge fight.
I just love like TNC's just demonstrated like they've been learning. They learned from what they did wrong, and now that EG's off map, you've got 2 Rex. This is the new, like, they're standing at 5, and look at the way they've positioned. There's no way EG could possibly catch them off guard, so long as they continue to do this.
I'm looking at the scythe on Samael. This is the next big item. This whole game has been like, I pick up an item and I counter someone. Like, he's got, who can they actually kill? Because the last jump that EG went for, they went for the Earth Spirit. Like, he was the only one that presented himself. They were always at a vision disadvantage. How do you actually play this now? Like, where do you get your vision, and who do you want to go on, apart from just saying Sniper?
It's AA specifically, and Sniper. There really isn't another target for you. Look at the HP pools on these other 3 heroes. Cuckoo, 25 armor, all the support items, 2600 HP. You got 26 armor as well on the Earth Spirit, with the Glimmer Cape and a Ghost Scepter. Like, it's just not possible.
Gabby was just sitting on the other side of the rift, taunting him up. There's a Gem for Truth out there 4. So Glimmer Cape doesn't protect that. So much damage down. Can they pop reincarnation? They can't. And he's going to get hit by Ice Blast. They'll have to retreat. The Darkseer wall being burned by TNC. And get what they kind of wanted. It's the copy of the Life Seal. That's 40 seconds they'll have it for. And Roshan's up. Bird's watching, however, from little nook and cranny.
Surprised it's not been changed because you can't actually see that bird, but it does give vision of the Roche pit.
Hey,
I really don't like that.
We'll get around to the
Works
changes.
with couriers too.
Just like we'll get around to the Fatal Bonds being changed up.
Still in beta.
Smoking up, they're coming in, and they're playing forward, finding the target is going to be flying Crypt. He's going to try and buy some space, but Gabby doesn't care. In fact, he wasn't even hit by the future. Welcome to the army of the dead. They're moving north.
They should know Fly used buyback in that last fight. Will be dead for 6 seconds, which means they most likely get this Roshan free.
Oh, AU, look at his positioning. He's in the tree line behind. He's going to out now. He doesn't. I think he realized he doesn't want to be in the middle of all of it.
And I like what again. Just this is an unlosable game. They don't throw. Just keep fighting.
Oh, Gabby, he jumped in. Quick back shoot. They turn around. The Hex is up from Smell. They're looking to keep the control over on the Rocking. Still got that BKB available. They blink out. It's like they're trying to force his BKB or something. But another phase shift and a blink out from S4.
And 15C, they're just trying to get their point. They're pushing G away so they can finish this Roche. Like, you can see they're initiating on Wraith King. They recognize this is not our target.
Yeah.
Gabby has not used BKB. He's not really threatened because EG can't full commit.
Also, watch the North. Just like Game of Thrones, the dead come for you. They will push through the lane. They will go for the tier 4 tower. It's a nice vision to at least hold Gabby, but then, hey, you got Surge. That'll get further down. Roshan's already won it. Oh, what? He got a huge hit. Oh, Mel's gonna get out. Roshan is nothing about. Tim's gonna fall as well. He's doing that goes left forward from crit. It's back into the wall. Reincarnation will hold him there. What have you got to give? Another Hex available for Gabby. His PK will protect him. He's looking towards crit. And actually just have the Surge and Cuckoo. Run through Evil Jesus. Arteezy will rage TP out. Does he have time? Does he have space? He does. They will manage to live, but Roshan, he's so low on life. They turn around TNC, S4 the environment with no life, and he'll be silenced and killed. Buyback is available for him, and he'll commit it instantly. TNC kind of got what they were looking for. That's a lot of buybacks on two big callers.
No, it didn't work. But that was sick. EG recognized, like, look, for the love of God, we need a fight on our terms. We have to somehow surprise TNC, and David got me off guard because that was instant life stealer inside of for puck, and they just hopped out of nowhere, and all of a sudden they have all spells used on 3. Both teams buybacks. Unfortunately, TNC still with huge advantage. Want those huge spells from EG out. Not much left in the tank.
20-second cooldown when it comes to reincarnation. They're trying to break right now. Ice Blasts are coming in. Fly. They're all being hit. The back wasn't in, but they're underneath the shrapnel. Flying some out. They can't walk out. There's walking. Next Smell making sure he can't blink away to safety. Defensive fuel factor. The puck is there for 110. Smell will join him as well. Armel's just pumping glass cannon back damage from behind. Smell, he's just trying to get the fountain, but TNC coming into your home and they're stealing everything you've got. Arteezy will move over for maybe 1 kill into the Ancient Apparition, but he knows he can't claim it. They'll fight him inside the fountain. No, effective base gaming. Remember what you came here for. Take the tier 4s, take our Ancient, and take the GG call out of Evil Jesus, because you're gonna get all of them.
This is most certainly the game. 2 cores down without buyback. Unless our team can pull up some miracles.
Oh, he's gone for the Abyssal Blade onto EA. Once again, this Artsy and never-ending life with the green. Maybe with the Suns, Gabby. He's reincarnation available. Flies the one with his little you're trying to find the stun. Chris doing what he can to stun into Gabby, but the Abyssal Blade is a little bit stronger. Not to mention the teamwork from TNC. TG popped in the back with the 4-star. He's pushing away, and PKB finally the GG call. It does come out 47, but TNC won in this best of 3 winners bracket semi.
And you can just see the difference. Neither side wants to target the enemy one, right? Arteezy is equally impossible to kill as the Gabby Wraith King, but the difference is that EG can't keep him in front, and Arteezy isn't really a true initiator, so he isn't able to make himself that target like Gabby is. Again, credit EG. Very creative way to give himself a shot into this, but